Hey guys, welcome back to another tank of the week. This week we're going to take a look at the Vickers 3, the most recent assembly shop tank. You can compare this tank, you can think of this tank as a Leo that is slightly more accurate, that has slightly more DPM, but at the same time it's slightly less mobile and it has a slightly longer aim time, which can be kind of annoying because you kind of have to decide if that slightly longer aim time is enough for you to force you to run V-stabs on some loadouts. So for me, I have kind of two sets of loadouts. I have a loadout that I use when I'm kind of forced to go brawl. You got HP, V-stab, and rammer. This is a good setup, like I said, when you're forced to brawl, when you don't have time to fully aim your shots, because your tank has 0 armor, none whatsoever. And a secondary loadout could be something like this, a more sniping-oriented loadout, with vents and aiming unit. Or if you find that you don't need this V-stab, you could put in events here, you could put in an aiming unit, you could put in really whatever you want. Now, field mods, the medium tank, we're always going to take the left on the first medium tank field mod, and we're always going to take the reduction to the aim circle size. Since this is we want to use it more of as a sniper. We can't afford to get spotted if we're going to be sniping. So we're taking the plus 3% to concealment over some more reverse speed and repair time. This field mod, it's personal preference. Whether you want to have a slightly more DPM or reload slightly quicker, it's really up to you. I've opted to go with the slightly faster reload. And this one we're always going to take in the engine power. Mobility is very important. And this on most tanks, and this tank is no different. In terms of map bans, you're going to want to ban maps that you kind of have to play around your armor on. So maps like Overlord, Oyster Bay, Airfield's one of them, Mountain Pass, Outpost. There are a couple maps you could ban, but I've opted to go with these 3 Overlord, Oyster Bay, and Airfield. Mainly because I dislike playing on all of these 3 maps. Consumables, you're running your med kit, repair kit, food. I don't think this tank has any fire issues, so there's no need for a fire extinguisher. AP rounds are pretty good, so don't bring too much heat. Your heat's okay. 330 pen's okay. The 1240 velocity isn't great. But the HE is pretty good, 105 with 480 alpha. Not terrible, pretty good actually. So you don't want to bring one of those either. And now let's go into our first game with this tank. Or the first game of the video. And we get Al Haloof here. Kind of not a great map for this tank. We're definitely going to be bringing the HP loadout because we are going to be brawling. This tank does have, I believe it's 10 degrees of gun depression. But your turret armor is non-existent, so you really have to be careful with how far you're peeking. You know how long you're peeking for, how many tanks can shoot you back if you peek. It can be challenging to play around this total lack of turret armor. On the Leo, you have maybe some turret armor, well, we're lagging. Awesome. Fuck, man. Okay, so a little bit of a lag spike there, but we are back. And still lagging. Why am I still lagging? Cool. Okay, now we might be actually back. Not sure. But this is kind of annoying. And my whole team is in the base here. So we have to be very careful about how far we commit. Doctor's taking a 1. I already don't really want to be here. So we're actually not gonna go any further. because my entire team is on the front of the base here. Not sure why, but we're not gonna ask questions. We're just gonna set up in a position that can be used to cover these attackers who went pushed up. So first, most of the time, people like to come up and peek C2, so we're gonna set up to shoot that. It won't get spotted though, unless my bat chat stays. Won't get spotted, but maybe we can look for a shot on the STB then. I guess we can join the snipers in the base. I really don't understand this. Like, why would you ever put yourself over here? But no, it's fine. Hey, buddy. Okay, and now it got spotted, but he's already too low. We can't do anything to him. And unfortunately, our Game 100 and our Yag, they didn't react to the fact that our team was all in the front of the base. And so now they're kind of fucked. It's unfortunate because they kind of get punished for playing normally, like air quote normally, but you kind of have to be aware of what your team is doing and kind of play around that. Because not every game is the same. It'd be really nice to. It is what it is. A little bit of a horrible shot, but it is what it is. That's the fuel tank damage. Now this guy's driving out. Okay, that's too much drill. Good. Now, we have to be a little careful here. I want to push off the CBR. At the same time, I have to be careful of any other tanks that are over here. So we're just gonna wait. Eventually this EBR is gonna peek in front of me. And we'll be able to shoot him for... Maybe not for free, but... Okay, that was a horrible shot, and he, yeah, he did that to me. Yep. Cool. Yeah, but we did that to him, so it evens out. I believe this E4 has shot. E4 isn't looking at us anymore. Try to find out if the E4 is. He is looking at us, so we have to be very careful here because we have 0 armor. So when he looks away like this, we're just gonna give him a free shot. Because the E4 has terrible gun handling, so whenever he does something like that, it's really free to just peek because he's not gonna be able to shoot us accurately. And he would rather stare at us than move, so if he dies, we're gonna look for the Sponge B wherever he is. We're down a lot of HP, but something happened. Sponge B appears to have ran away, but we're just gonna chill here because we're hoping it's a TD or something that drives across this gap that we can shoot. But I'm also kind of worried about the Sponge B just coming behind me, so we're gonna leave here actually. I want to end up where the Sturv is. Because where the Sturv is, you have shots on everything. Well, maybe not, you know, that high in the open, but we want to end up somewhere around there. And the Leo is smart and has moved into a good position, and now we're getting quilled. Okay, the quill bounced. Yes. Now I don't think we can actually make it up to where the Sturv is, so we're just gonna settle for this rock here. And chill here. Because, yeah, we cannot make it up. Oh, and we are still spotted. Oh. Now, sometimes you just get teams that are so disabled that you cannot play the game. Yeah, this is kind of like What the fuck do you... Christ. What the fuck do you do when your entire team sits on the ridge? Like, the answer is you cannot really do much unless the enemy just drives in and dies one by one. Or your teammates actually, like, you know, throw some brains and don't die in, like, here. Like, 4 people died in this area here, which is third to me, but... You know, sometimes it happens. Like, you can't stay. The reason I left kind of the top, you know, the heavy brawl between 100 and Yag was because I have no clue. I have no idea how many tanks the enemy's gonna bring there. Like, in hindsight, it was fine to stay because they did not have they did not have way more tanks than us. But if they had like 10 tanks there, I'd just die for free instantly. Like, especially because I was lagging, I was slow to the position, so I couldn't leave on time. So it just was not really a good idea for me to go A1, or not even A1, but like B2. Just because we were too slow off the rip. And my team was on the front of the base. I had like 4 tanks going B2 or A1, one of the two. Like, it's just not. I tried to do damage covering. I think I was fine the position that I was in. I think I rotated back to the rock a little late. I don't even think I actually needed to rotate to the rock. I think my play was to either stay where I was when I killed the 430U, or just keep driving to the Sturv and try to not stop at the rock, because that rock is not good anymore. But in this game, we're trade MM. Be nice. We're gonna try to get into field here. And their TVP just exploded. That's cool. Yeah. So it's a little bit worrisome that the guy is just there. But it's okay, because actually, what else is worrisome is the fact that I have no teammates with me in this part of the map. I have absolutely no teammates with me. Like, I have an RH, I have a Porsig covering me, but like, it's a tier 8 Porsig. Like, it only does so much damage, you know? So we're gonna try to help our Alana, who has decided to push this guy for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but, you know, thought it was a good idea. And now the issue with this guy being here, is the fact that he could be shooting these people in the side. But I guess he doesn't realize that and wants to try to shoot me. I'm blind. You know, like, he could just be peeking and shooting these two, but yeah, okay, he's realized now. So we need to be in a position to shoot him whenever he goes for a shot like that. And at the same time be covering over peaks on the Tiger too. Just so silly. People who do this, they don't understand how the map works. Like, they're just dead. But, you know, it's good for me because it doesn't seem like these people understand how the map works. So, I'm just gonna shoot them for free when they go in to kill me. So now this KPZ is a one-shot. They can't really have a whole ton of tanks out in the field. It's mostly gonna be just TDs, so I can afford to stay here. I'm pretty much uncontested. As long as my light tank doing a little bit of spotting will be okay. I just need him to be kind of... Okay, we get a lucky shot on that guy, and this guy is just gonna be a very annoying guy and proxy me. So we are first gonna get out of proxy range and then go unspotted. And then we're gonna figure out how to get rid of him. Because, good lord, that is so annoying. That they can just do that. Yeah, like, I don't think this guy fully thought it through, but it's fine. Price Arcade did not appear to fully think this through either. I think I have reload on him. Well, I didn't have reload on him, but he shot the wall, so that's fine for me. And now we're going to be pushing to the middle, once we get unspotted, of course, because I don't, like, they have 4 TDs unspotted, or no, 3 TDs unspotted. I don't really want to get a shot for them, but I do want to drive in there. So we're going to wait to go unspotted here, and then we're going to cross in like this, because I don't think any of their tank destroyers will be in a position to spot me when I do this. So we're unspotted now because he went unspotted. We're the only one spotting him, that we know. And it was also 10 seconds. So we're going to push in here. My light tank appears to be wanting to spot. Like, this is not good timing for you to spot. Nothing. I mean, I'm not going to complain that you're spotting, but that was a really bad time to choose the spot. And now we saw the tree knocked over, so we're going to try to blind. I need my teammates to stop suiciding in the city though, or else it's bad for me. I just need my light tank to live. Easy fell back, is great. My 183 is also AFK. Now the E4 is here. See, this is where it's kind of a... Okay, so I need to... Okay, so our blind did hit on the serve. That's good. So I think I actually need to get out of here because all the HP that my team has, we're down HP in the city. All my HP is on this 183 who's just been AFK and P6 the entire game. So we actually need to leave. And we're gonna try to go back into this village up here and fight the Sturv. Because obviously the Sturv is a lot easier to fight than the E4 and the BC. Because we can just, we have DPM advantage, we have, pretty self-explanatory, we just go kill him. And he doesn't have a lot of friends because the Scorpion that I was worried about is actually in the city. So yeah, so I don't believe he should be looking at me. Good. This guy wants to pushing me. Oh my god, why did I shoot that? Okay. A Panther 2 is here. Now, in an ideal world, my 183 would be shooting this guy. But you know, you can't always have exactly what you want, and unfortunately we do not have a tank destroyer, it seems, with 1,800 alpha. You know, unfortunately, not always the case. Oh, he does. He does. He's alive back there. And yeah, so now we need to get into a position to... they're all dead, actually. And I'm in render up. Oh, right. So we really need the people to be spotted when they push. So we really need our light tank to go sit in this bush here. Instead, he's gonna go chase down the Artie. I think that's okay to do in this situation. Like, the Artie will be annoying, but like, not really. He's really not that big of an issue. The issue is the tanks that have the guns and the HP in the city, like before. I'm actually not sure what my light tank's doing. But ideally, we give a shot to the BZ, and then we go kill the Artie. So we gave a shot, and now we're gonna go kill the Artie. I'm not sure why my light tank didn't go kill the Artie, but I'm not gonna complain about killing the Artie myself. Okay, so now I'm lit. Okay, we need the light tank to go sit in one of these bushes here. Mr. Light Tank, please listen to me. Okay. Okay, he's not listening to my things. That's quite unfortunate. So the only way for them to win the game is on the cap, or kill us all, obviously. So because my light tank is hiding instead of using his vision advantage, we have to make them drive into us. Please, one of these. Okay, so basically we need to spot if they do anything stupid. But it's gonna be pretty much unwinnable unless my light tank sits there. Because if my light tank sits there, it means I don't have to sit here and I can go play the game. But because he's not really doing anything, I'm forced to do his job, meaning, and like he can't do my job, like he's not a tier 10 medium tank. Tier 8 light tank. Like, see, this guy just gets to do this for free. And I'm spotted. Because my light tank's a fucking animal. It's fine. If my light tank just sat in these fucking bushes, though, he spots the E4 crossing. I don't have to be the one spotting, right? I can be in the low ground with the FB. Like, this BZ would be spotted peeking, and I could go here and shoot him. Like, I cannot spot the BZ from here, I don't believe, because of this line of bushes, and I think he's in the middle of the road. So yeah, you just lose because, you know, my light tank doesn't know how to play his tank. Which, you know, it happens. But, like, someone pings you, like, 10 times, and you're not really sure what to do, you should probably listen. But, maybe not. But in this situation, I was 100% right. Is my FV gonna shoot? I guess not. I don't know. This game would also just be over if my FV had a keyboard and some hands and moved around. But fortunately, he does not. Well, this could have been 10k. Honestly, 100% could have been 10k. We did mess up a little bit. First shot in the Sturv with APCR is just like, hello, why am I shooting APCR to Sturv, right? Panther 2 shots were unavoidable, he just suicide YOLO'd monkeyed me. This BC shot was completely unavoidable. I really thought I wasn't spotted though, for some reason. But yeah, like having my light tank being AFK and having my 183 be AFK, it's so hard to win one of these situations because you kind of need everybody to play the game. And, you know, but it's fine. Not the end of the world. But yeah, that was about the freest 10k game if my light tank did what I asked them to do. But, you know, you can't win them all. Tried his best. That's all you can ask for. But it is still annoying. And it's unfortunate that my city people just died without really doing anything. Okay, so this map, we are definitely using the sniping setup. Now, the amount of arty in this game is kind of concerning because this tank is extremely paper. You can easily get penned by arty. Happened to me in an earlier game. I got penned by Steve. What arty was it? It was, I believe it was a CGC for like 950. But I don't know. I try to block out when I get penned by arty, but you know. Anyways, we're gonna be playing the middle of the map here because this is the best way to get damage in proc. Because you have access to all flanks. You have access to people getting spotted in the 1-2. And you have access to people who are getting spotted on the hill. Shooting that house down is beneficial because it gives you an easier shot on the hill. You just have to make sure that you like actually hit the house, and the arty is spotted. Please, can we kill the arty pig? No. Okay. Can we kill the arty? Please kill the arty. Uh-oh. You're scared of me. Oh. You know, I dig the grill in the middle. Kind of base if you plant the grill in the middle. Nothing's gonna get spotted on the 1-2. There's no light tanks in this game, so you have to play around what damage you can get. Now, the 60 TP is peaking very high, Mr. Sturb. I wonder if we could like punish that. And I really need to not be the only one getting spotted in the middle, because if I'm the only one spotted in the middle, already exists. Yeah, that's what I mean. He was peaking very high. He should have been getting punished like a while ago. But we're gonna look hill here, because nothing really else to shoot at. Like, if I want to peek the V4, I have to peek these heavy tanks and the TDs, so it's not great. But maybe the Patton just, he is 100% just gonna drive up. You can kind of, like, some players you can kind of just tell, kind of by the way they drive and what, you know, that they're gonna make a very interesting play. I think that went through. I saw the dirt splash behind. We're spotted by the BZ. There is a grill in C1. Cool. Already shot. No, already did not shoot. Oh, did I? Yeah, that's the guy. Now, I would really love to shoot him because he shot me. Oh, my vacation. Oh my god, he is so angry. What are you doing, Mr.? Why would you make that peak? Anyways, now that we know the grill is there, oh yeah, 400. Lovely. We can just blind C1 kind of on repeat. There's really nothing else to do. Because it's proc with no light tanks, and we are now 800 HP, and somehow, dude, there's a K91 spotting. Dude, there is a fucking K91 in either E1 or like along the bush line in F1 or F2. Yeah. There's a K91 with optics somewhere. Like, there's a K91 with optics, CVS, and low noise somewhere in here. Like, can't make it up, dude. I don't understand why you would ever bring a spotting loadout, but you know, I guess it's working out for him in this game. I mean, there's not really much to talk about in this game. Like, yeah. I will never understand people who bring spotting loadout. Like, so silly. Like, like the chances of you getting a map where you actually want to have a spotting loadout on are like 1 in 100. Like, this type of matchmaking does not happen regularly. Very rarely. Like, the maps you would want to bring a spotting loadout on a medium tank are what? Proc. Literally just proc. This map. And the only time you would ever get any use out of the spotting loadout is when there's no light tanks. So you are spending 50, like half, like you're spending your secondary equipment loadout on the one in like the very small chance that you get proc with no light tanks. Instead of spending one equipment loadout on maps where you are sniping and maps where you are forced to brawl. Like on the K91, I would have an HP, a V7, and a rammer loadout, and I would have a any events. Well, I've never dedicated anyone, so I don't know how bad the gun handling is. But you get my point, right? You would have a setup with HP for brawling, and you would have a setup with whatever aiming equipment is most efficient on the Canadian one for sniping. And you would use that sniping loadout on the proc, and you would be completely fine. Because snipe at the Canadian one has enough camo regardless. Like you could go be the spotting bitch if you really wanted to, without needing a whole second set of equipment. And maybe these people don't have DVS luminous optics or whatever. Maybe I'm just thinking they do. I don't know. But for anyone that has a secondary loadout, I would highly that is geared towards the 1 in 1,000 chance you get proc with no RD, or 1 in 100 chance you get proc with no RD. Reconsider the value of that equipment loadout, because you only get 2, and if you're spending half of it or one of them on proc with no RD, the other one better be very, very good, and one that you will be okay with on every map, and one that is most efficient on every other map other than proc with no RD. I can guarantee you there is not a single tank or it's not a single medium tank that you have one setup that is most efficient on every single map except proc with no RD. Anyways, rant over. I kind of knew from my teammates' pings that there was a tank in C1. I really did not expect it to be a grill. I kind of thought it would be like a medium tank because the grill has such a little camo that, like, you saw him get spotted shooting. He should have fucking died for that. Like, I have double VKK. One of them missed, and the other, like, flash HE. Okay, so I'm thinking this guy doesn't have camo equipment. Oh my god, is it 268 spotting? Yeah, never spot your TDs ever, either. Especially when you have a medium tank doing it. Like, if that guy had ever shot, he would have just died, like, gotten spotted and died. Anyways, I appreciate my Chad Spirit driver who just, like, went in and spotted everything. Because this game was going to be 15 minutes long if he didn't do that, so I appreciate that. But we definitely, I fucked up by peeking too high, getting shot by C1 twice. The second time, I didn't think I was spotted, and I did not think that he would go back to C1 after getting spotted in C1. I think that was really strange for him to do. Because why would you, you just got spotted there shooting, 10 seconds earlier, what are you doing going back there? But I digress. RD was also very annoying. It is what it is. Right? You can't have perfect games all the time. I mean, that's just a very bad game. To be honest, it was going to be bad either way. Seeing how it played out, I would get such little damage on the 1-2 because they were YOLO'd and all the TDs with high alpha just blew everything up. I would get 1, 2 shots, 3 shots maybe. And it's not like they were overpeaking on the hill at all. They were just, honestly, the play this game was to sit on the 1-2 because all of their heavy tanks in the middle just overpeaked and died. It's like this is a 1 game out of maybe 10. 1 game out of 10 being on the 1. Anyways, because this one was just so bad, we're gonna do one more. Hopefully this one goes a little better than the next one was a little better than this one, because this one was really not great. Really not great. Cool. It's fine, we blinded the girl once. Poorly. We did not blind the girl. Okay, so that was worst case scenario. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, so we get blessed with some tier 8mm to make up for that horrid Falcon the Light Tank double RDMM of last game. Thank you very much for gaming. We're definitely gonna be running the HP set because we're gonna go brawl in the city. Because if you want damage on this type of map, you want to be playing in the city. The other 3/4 of the map are completely, are fairly irrelevant in terms of causing damage. If I wanted to, obviously you have an advantage. If you have an advantage on the side, if you're playing to win, because what you can do is you can go in A1. Oh, my Brass decided to. Oh. Okay. Cool. We're deciding to jump off the cliff. Okay. Anyways, you have an advantage on this side because it's so much safer to get under here. So once you get under here, you're completely safe. Whereas on the other side, there's not really anywhere to get under. You go under here, you just die from the city, right? Anyways, why is my Caliban on the 1-2? Why is my 183 FK? Okay. We're gonna try our best here to hold the city for as long as possible. Unfortunately, it appears that my teammates don't want to hold the city. At least my Caliban doesn't want to, and my 183 doesn't want to. I might have to give it up at some point. But this is a really good position to go to get some early damage in really any tank. Because you shoot down the house, you shoot down the wall, and it opens an angle for you to shoot people who are crossing the fast way. And to shoot the IS-3, which if this guy was just in a better, if this guy was in a slightly better angle, could have both shot that. But I don't know. It's fine at the end of the day. Load P for that shot, we're gonna load APCR for this shot in case he has an opportunity to back him and do damage. Did not give us that opportunity, so unfortunate. The 780 I believe still has to cross, unless he already crossed. Or if he already crossed or not. Back to feet. No. I'm gonna kind of chill here, not make any overplays. We should be fine in the base. I'm not sure why people think it's just okay to just drive in front of me like this, but it is what it is. Okay, we're just donating 3 damage. Alright. Yeah, I like when this guy just decided to come in and yoink my position. That's really cool of him. Yeah, really quite cool of him to do. Okay, so the IS-3 is dead. We should still be fine in the base. If we lose the base, that'd be so good. But, we're holding the city. No idea where the 780 is. We kind of actually have to make something happen here in the city because of the fact that we're probably losing the base. Not how, but you only can't get mad over things you don't control, right? So they have double Sue and probably a barn, so we're gonna actually let the kind gentleman in his easy P8 discover what the bees have back there. Apparently they have no TDs back there. I'm totally gonna grab out and just explode here. What the fuck is that? Okay. And 780 is playing like a bitch. Okay. 780 is actually a total bitch, dude. Holy shit. Okay, so I need to go kill driving errors. Fine. I need to go kill the tanks that are here before we can progress through the map. So first is the 110, and then we'll go on the 752. Okay. Oh my, don't look at that shot. Begging. Alright, I'm up. I'm not too worried about the 183 or the burn, because he hasn't shot yet. He's not gonna shoot. Okay, it's just 9 damage though. Now I'm a little more worried about the 183, but I think honestly, if he shoots me, he shoots. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, shot. Okay, so the trees are knocked down up in that perch area thing, so there's definitely a TD over here. I don't know. It's the barn. Yeah, okay, it's not the barn. Probably a Sioux that was up here at some point. Or the barn, maybe. So the plan is we kill the barn quickly, and then we go back and please don't drive out. Okay. Okay, the plan is to kill that guy and then just drive across the open field, and if Sioux shoots at us, we maybe spot him. If he shoots at us and we don't spot him, we just fighting. No, cares. We're gonna just drive to the field and look at the first shot we get on this KPZ. Maybe I should be focusing on the light tank. No, we're the most dangerous threat. Okay, how does this do just, I guess that's fine. Okay, if you do just nothing, I'll get fine. Gotta find the char. Okay, now they both have no HP, so we're gonna look at the sunlock. Sunlock, please. Stop hiding. Bro. Okay, well, this game was not bad. Ready for a game. It's just, I don't know. This is why, if you are spawning northeast on highway, you should never, ever, ever go to the field. The only time, like, not even in a light tank. Like, in a light tank, you want to be spotting heavies crossing to the city. If you go down and leave your base from the northeast, you have made a mistake in 90% of cases. But anyways, moving on. Those were 3 good games, I think. Okay, no. So we had 2 good games. One which would have been the easiest 10k ever if my light tank listened to me. Second one was that last one. We had 2 bad games, or one horrible game. The proc, where we got outspotted without realizing that we were still spotted, and then grilled from C1, even though the grill got spotted in C1 10 seconds earlier. Like, almost died for it. So for him to go back there is just a mistake. But, yeah. First game, oh yeah, team just sitting on the front of the base on a loop. Not much you can do. Right? Like this tank, you cannot. I'm not gonna say that. I don't enjoy playing. I prefer the Leo over this tank. Even though you have slightly more DPM with this, and you're more accurate, your aim time is like a lot worse in this tank than the Leo, which means you're kind of forced to take restab, especially if you have a brawling setup like I do. But if you miss out on this tank, you're not missing out on much because you can just go play the Leo and it'll be very similar. This tank does have its perks over Leo, but it obviously has its drawbacks, right? That's gonna be it for this week and the Vickers 3. Make sure to vote in the poll to vote for what tank that you want to see next week, and we will see you then.